أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فأما الذين كفروا فأعذبهم عذابا شديدا في الدنيا والآخرة وما لهم من ناصرين. Dear friends, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I recited Surah Aal-i-Imraan Ayat number 56. In this ayat, Allah announced His punishment to those people who disobey the prophets, like the people from Bani Israel who disbelieved in Isa alayhi salam, and those people, Allah said for them, those are kuffar, and they will get the torment, the biggest punishment, the heavy punishment in this world and the world hereafter. Even they will not find any helper also. So this is the announcement of the heavy punishment from Allah. Because those people, the Bani Israel, the Jews, what they have done? They blamed Isa alayhi salam. They made a campaign of propaganda against Isa alayhi salam before the Bani Israel people. And even they tried their best to place the personality of Isa alayhi salam not a good way before the Romans also, so that they tried their best in order to get the favor of the Romans against Isa alayhi salam. And the panel of the judges from the Jews, they decided the capital punishment for Isa alayhi salam, and then the execution of the punishment that was under the power of the Romans. So they tried their best to convince the Romans that they should act upon the decision that was made from the Jewish court against the Isa alayhi salam, the death sentence. So they convinced the ruler of Syria, who was appointed by the Romans. So because that was the miracle of Isa alayhi salam, that Allah's special sign that Allah has taken Isa alayhi salam towards him, and the man who planned the whole situation against Isa alayhi salam, so that person's shape was changed like Isa alayhi salam, and he was hanged. So this way we understand here that whatever they were trying, they got the punishment because they killed their own person, and then they were happy. So this way Allah said that those people who disbelieved in Isa alayhi salam, they will get the torment and punishment in this world and the world hereafter. You can see the Jews. So what is happening for them? Titus, he also killed even in one day more than 120,000 Jews in one day in Jerusalem. And then you can see the Bakht Nasr, how he has done. Some 100,000 Jews he killed also, and then he made slaves others also. Similarly, then they were scattered throughout the world. So you can see the situation, what was happening there. So this way, in this world, those people, they will not get the benefit, but they will suffer with the torments, with the punishment in this world and the world hereafter, and they will have no any helper there. This way Allah said. Similarly, this is the message for us also, because the people who are to follow, like Muslims now, who follow the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, because the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, what he said, that is the wording from Allah also. وَمَنْ يُطِئِ الرَّسُولَ فَقَدْ أَطَاعَ اللَّهَ. Whatever the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, if you are just to follow that one, it means you are following Allah's command. So this way, what comes on the tongue of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, that is from Allah. So we have to follow Quran and Sunnah. This way, the Sharia is based on Quran and Sunnah. We have to follow it completely and fully. Some people who are just to follow only Holy Quran, but they are not to follow the Sunnah of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So they will be under problem also, because they are declining from the Atiullah wa Atiur Rasul. The Holy Quran say that you have to follow whatever the guidance came from Allah, and also that came from the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Atiullah wa Atiur Rasul. So you have to follow both. So like Quran and Sunnah, like whole Sharia, you have to act upon that one. So this way you can see now, if someone who is against or who has differing or having different opinions, what Allah wants from the person, from the people, what Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam he has given the message to the people, if someone is not to follow that one and try to make his or her own opinion against the command of Allah and the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, so that person is crossing the limit of Islam, and that becomes kuffar or disbeliever. So this way, it is very important for us that we have to follow Holy Quran and Sunnah of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam completely and fully. The Sharia of Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, that is the only way of success in this world and the world hereafter for us. Otherwise, what Allah said here, فَأَمَّا الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا, and the people who are disbelieving, فَأُعَذِّبُهُمْ عَذَابًا شَدِيدًا, those people, they will get the heavy punishment in this world, فِي الدُّنْيَا وَالْآخِرَةِ, and the world hereafter. وَمَا لَهُمْ مِن نَاصِرِينَ, and they will have no any helper. You can see some of the Muslim countries now, and they were just on the wrong track. They left the real teachings of Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and they declined it, and they got their own way. What happened to them? So no one came to help them, and they destroyed. So وَمَا لَهُمْ مِن نَاصِرِينَ, they found no any helper, and they have been destroyed. This way there is the chances of success for us to have unity. So we have to be the one unit, like all the Muslims, kullu muslimun, like wahidun. So this way all Muslims, they are one. Like Allah said, the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam also said that al-muslimu man salim al-muslimuna min lisanihi wa yadihi. So Muslim is that person who is just to protect other Muslim from his tongue and from his hand. You can see now the Muslim, they are not working upon that one, because they are teasing other people from their tongue and also using their hand to kill them, to torture them. So different type of weapons and different type of tactics they are using against the Muslims. Muslims are using against the Muslims. So this way there is no unity, and they are under destruction, and no any help is coming to them, and this will happen to them at the day of judgment if they deny in the teachings of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. If they are just to upon the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, what the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, what is in the Holy Quran, like if they are following the Quran and Sunnah completely and fully, the people who are following Sharia, those people will be successful in this world and the world hereafter. But those people who are like changing their own mind, like they are different from the Sharia, and they think that their mind what accept that should be done, but what Allah and Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam wants from us, they don't want to do that one. So then these people, the difference automatically will be a trouble against them, and that difference will produce for them the biggest torment for them, the severe punishment for them in this world and the world hereafter. And وَمَا لَهُم مِّن نَاصِرِينَ, and there will be no any helper in this world and the world hereafter. You have seen. So there is a need of unity among the Muslims now, and so that they must be the good Muslims believing in Allah and the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, following Quran and Sunnah and following the Sharia completely and fully, so that they can get the success in this world and the world hereafter. Allah give us tawfiq. Ameen.